So we're just about, I don't know, month and a half, month, a little over, a little under a month and a half away from Mania. And, I think back to Roman's comments on the Pat McAfee show when he talks about how it's been, what, a couple years now since Roman has been the forefront of a lot of the storylines and stuff. And he's kind of stepped away and let other people try to shine and everything. And he's kind of challenged the locker room, challenged creative, right? And just kind of say like, hey, someone's got to step up. Creative has to get better. And I think what's interesting, you look at it though, and from my opinion, you look at it, and he does have a point, right? I feel like you look at, granted, right? Braun Breaker's hurt. That's a big blow to a lot of what was going to happen, I bet. Bronson Reed is hurt. Another big blow to the Vision storyline. I mean, the Vision's probably gone at this point. But I do think he has a point when it comes to specific wrestlers. I mean, like Jey Uso, I honestly, I feel like he couldn't carry the ball for whatever the reason. And I think initially I was a big fan of Jey Uso. I thought he got that push, or that mega push, the rocket strapped onto him too soon. I thought if they just waited maybe till this year for that to happen, I think it would have hit better. And then you look at someone like LA Knight, who I feel like that's more of a creative thing. I'm not a big fan. I'm not the biggest fan of LA Knight, but I do think he's kind of gotten the shit end of the stick by creative, but just where I don't know why he doesn't get essentially pushed as much as he should. But then, you look at, I think someone like Austin Theory, who's put back in Vision, and I really feel like you can tell they're trying to just make him, just insert him into that storyline to make him a star and give him his chance and give him a couple lines to say in these promos. And I just don't believe him, unfortunately. I feel like Austin Theory, I wish he became a babyface. I wish he became a face against Grayson Waller, because I watch him like on behind the scenes interviews, or I watch him in like these, when he visits kids at the hospitals, and like he's got like wit, he's quick-witted. He's very like, he's a cool dude. He seems like a really nice dude, and like I feel like it's a little bit of a John Cena thing where it almost seems like he's playing the character of a bad guy. He's very like demonstrative, and when the way he delivers promos, when he's saying things right before Logan Paul, it's interesting. I think it's a bad look sometimes to make Austin Theory say something in a promo right before Logan Paul, right? There were a couple of times where he's like, I got to say something first, because Logan knows how to be a heel. He knows how to be a chicken shit heel, and you can see it, you can feel it. It's in his delivery, it's in the way that he says things. And just for someone who's so new to the industry, and Logan, it's very impressive what he's been doing. But then when you have Austin Theory before it, it's almost it's strong of a comparison between the two, where, oh, you could tell Austin Theory is kind of being given lines he needs to say just to get his FaceTime in there, when I really think Austin Theory would benefit a lot from being a babyface. But overall, I think the overall notion here that Roman touched on, and which I agree, is like, where's all the megastars that that could have been formed when time was out? Like who's kind of grabbing the ball and running with it in terms of the younger stars? Because I think Roman, Cody, Punk, Seth, like those guys are not young new stars. Like they're in a different category, right? So I feel like in terms of the younger stars, I think, or newer stars, I can't really see someone who's kind of tried to take the reins and run with it. I think LA Knight's been given chances. Again, I think it's a two-way street. I think he's been given chances. I think he screwed up on a bunch of chances. But I do think that, like, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I think there's something there where they probably should have given him a little bit more early on. I feel like there's a lot of other superstars who they're just not connecting for whatever the reason. I don't think, I feel like someone like Penta came in hot. Don't think he's connecting on that top star level as much as I think the company wants him to. You look at the whole El Grande Americanos, all of them. It's like sometimes at some point it was cool. I don't think they ever meant to be a megastar, but I'm just saying there's always an opportunity there, and it just seems like in a lot of these moments, I mean, you got people coming up like Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans, and I think Javon Evans' promo still has to get better, and his character work probably has to get a little bit better, but of course, like, he's incredible in the ring. I think Trick Williams, he is so over with the crowd and with that entrance and his persona, his character. Same thing with Obafemi. I think that entrance, that persona. I do think for me, like, Obafemi's in-ring work, in terms of psychology, how he manages in-ring work, I like a little bit better than Trick Williams right now, just in terms of like having control of how they are in the ring, who they are in the ring. I think Trick Williams still He's really good. I mean, there's no denying that. I'm just saying that like who is he in the ring? You know, is he athletic guy? Is he brawler? Is he, you know, is he a big man? Because he's massive, he's huge, but he's also very athletic. You know, so I think there's a little bit of that for finding in the ring, but he's good. You know, and that, I'm not saying anything as a negative. But yeah, I mean, look at those guys and look at those stars, and those are probably the next group of people that, and along with Braun Breaker when he comes back from injury, and he's probably got to, you know, Braun has to really, he has to have a fire lit under his ass because like those three guys I just mentioned, Javon, Obafemi, Trick Williams, they may take a spot, and it's just one of those things, right? Like sometimes like there's always that story. The nation was meant for Farouk or whoever, I think, right? The Rock came in, took that spot. This is what the business is about. So I think there's going to be, in the probably next 4 to 5 years, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people as a lot of the older guys kind of age out or whatever. But man, I mean, I think right now, in terms of what Roman said, I think creatively it's been stale. And I think creatively it's been just repetitive, and fans see it, you know?